Hello people, welcome back to another video today. I'm here in XDefiant. I'm playing a little bit of Occupy and I'm using the AA-12. It's a full auto shotgun, which sounds a lot stronger than it actually is in the game. There is a reason for me using that weapon. There's a reason for me doing all of this. It's all is for the purpose of this video that I'm making right now. And that is pretty much just a PSA, a public service announcement about the guns in this game, because an interview with the executive producer for XDefiant, Mark Rubin, I'm sure you probably know about him if you've been following anything about XDefiant outside of just playing the game. He was asked about weapons and like weapon balancing, and he pretty much responded saying, you see these videos online of people where they're like, this is the most overpowered weapon in XDefiant and stuff like that. And, a lot of it is clickbait stuff. YouTubers, we've got to try and make videos a bit more enticing for people. But I think what he said about it was pretty much spot on. He was saying that, when people when people are talking online about one weapon being better, like, for example, I think the main one is the ACR. Like, their stats show, like, fluctuations with different weapons when people go out and say, this weapon's, like, really overpowered. And when people do that, you get all these sheeple, pretty much, where they'll see a video saying ACR good, and then they'll load up the game and that's all they'll use. If you're one of those people, first of all, I've just got to say, like, are you having fun? If you are, it's fine. But if you're not, man, I think I know your problem. I think a lot of people struggle to kind of just enjoy stuff nowadays. Like, everyone's trying so hard to like be the best or have this slight upper hand. It's the reason I made this video. It's the reason that I have been using the AA-12. I thought, you know what? I'm going to test the theory on, do you have to use a weapon that's good? The answer is no. You can use the AA-12, which you pretty much get one kill with and have to reload, and then because of how slow the weapon is to reload, you're probably going to die while you're reloading. But you can see here in this gameplay, it starts off pretty slow and not that great, but it actually ends up being quite good in the end. I do have more to say on it. I think there is a lot more to weapons than just, is it strong, is it not strong? I think there's also the arguments about attachments and stuff. And this actually segues into an actual problem of the game. So something that people online, you maybe have seen it, have been complaining about XDefiant is that the weapon progression is too slow. And if you play the game, you've felt this. If you are interested in the game, you know this. It takes a long time to get the attachments. And when you first start using a weapon, you have it raw, like it's plain. And I think it's something like 35 kills before you can get it like leveled up enough to where you get like one level. Obviously this goes down if you're on objectives and stuff, and there's other things you can do to get that number down. But generally speaking, it takes a long time to get attachments for the weapons, and obviously attachments are what makes the weapons more tuned to how you want them. Like, there's a lot of customization in the game with the attachments in how you want to play. Like, you can make a sniper that aims really fast but is like super, I don't know, maybe like slow to move with, or maybe it's like it's got a lot of sway when you aim in. Or you can do the opposite. You can make one that's super steady and like you don't have to hold breath at all with it, but you maybe move around slow. And there's a lot of customization, but you only get that customization when you've been through the grind of using it at its just raw state. And sometimes that raw state is quite bad. I think when I first started playing the game, the first weapon I ever picked up was the M4A1. And, it's just the standard weapon that everyone gets. It's probably the first weapon that most people used. It's the first weapon that I used. And I distinctly remember thinking, wow, am I terrible? Or is this weapon terrible? And then I think that's what a lot of people do, and then that's probably why they then go on looking for like, is this weapon bad videos, or like, is this, what's a good weapon video? And then they find the ACR video, and they're like, wow, I should just unlock the ACR and use that. But no, like, don't get me wrong, there is an element to it where some weapons are better. There is. because I don't think there's an argument that there is weapons that are better than others. I think the ACR is a really good weapon. I think the MP7 is a really good weapon. I think they're probably the two best weapons in the game at the moment. But my thing is, right, you don't have to use those. You literally don't have to use those to, like, win games. I feel like if you want, like, a super high kill game, like, you want to pop off and you, like, just want, like, a screenshot of a leaderboard or, like, a gameplay or something, like, fair enough to an extent. You know, pop off, like, use them weapons, use them and absolutely, you know, just destroy the other team. But the thing is, you've got to recognize that you also don't have to use that. I think for a lot of people who are using these good weapons, who I'm going against, aren't necessarily like popping off. Like, I don't think I've actually been in a game with someone who's used one of these weapons where they popped off. Yeah, you occasionally get a game of arena where someone's running around, like, someone's using like an MP7 and they're like, they've got the high ground and stuff and they're just shooting down on people. Yes, those people tend to get a lot of kills in a game. But, like, a lot of kills also doesn't translate to a win. That's another thing. It's a very heavily objective-based game, at least for the moment. And if you need to be doing something like with Occupy, where you've got to capture an objective, then you getting 60 kills doesn't necessarily help your team. Because, yeah, you might be killing, like, 3 of the enemy team quite a lot. But then the other 3 are just sitting on the point anyway, or the other 4. Or the other 2. I always forget if it's 5v5 or 6v6. I'm pretty sure it's 6v6 though. And it's just like, I think people need to just have fun. You've just most likely come from playing COD, and if you haven't, then playing a new game. And I think if you've come from COD, which a lot of people definitely have, it's a different game. Like, you don't have to keep treating it like it's COD. You don't have to treat it like, you know, you're constantly being matched with people who are on your level, like clones, carbon copy clones of yourself. You don't have to worry about that. Just have some fun. Like, run around with an AA-12. You know, you might lose or you might do terrible, but like, you'll do terrible for a bit until you get the hang of it. Like, I started using this AA-12. Do you think I was good with the AA-12 when I first started using it? Do you think I was doing well with the AA-12 when I first started using it? Because if you do, you're dead wrong. But yeah, that's about it. Just have fun with the game, enjoy it, try weird weapons. Like, I don't know, just go play like a game with like a deagle only. Like, just enjoy it, have fun. That's all I've got to say. If you like the video, leave a like on it. If you want to see more, subscribe. And if you enjoyed this video, you might enjoy the one on your screen right now. Bye.